Do you feel powerful? Do you see others as powerful? Have you ever had your power taken away from you? Or maybe you've given it away, consciously or otherwise. Do you notice how your power shifts depending on the situation? Maybe you've never felt powerful at all. Do you secretly or otherwise seek power? Stick around and I'll show you where to find it. Hi, I'm Kylie, a retired paramedic, and this is Everyday Ambo, where I go beyond the textbook and clinical skills of paramedicine to explore the psychology shaping us all. This is lesson number 21, to check your pockets. As children, we received our first lessons in power from our parents, through their parenting styles. Authoritarian, permissive, authoritative, and maybe neglectful. Each teach different power dynamics. Your earliest education in power wasn't verbal. It was lived experience. Power is tied to autonomy, the sense of control over yourself and your environment. It's not just who holds the reins, but how we understand control, influence, and our capacity to choose. Where power resides in you, internally or externally. That is your locus of control, and it determines how you wield your power. Your brain was wired for survival before you ever had language. Prenatally, you inherited your mother's neurochemical state, her fear, her joy, her stress. Postnatal, you absorbed others' emotions through your mirror neurons, especially through eye contact. The ebb and flow of chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, cortisol, norepinephrine, they are the emotions of your first story. Before you knew words, you knew what threat felt like. Before you spoke, your body learnt what power felt like, or didn't. In every ambulance crew, one daily question lingers. Treat or drive? It seems simple. Who's treating the patient and who's driving the van? But it's not that simple. It's a ritual. It's a hierarchy. It's a handshake of confidence, competence, and responsibility, and a quiet negotiation. And when a new partner says, I don't mind, whatever you want to do, what they're really saying is, I'll let you choose. That's the handover of privilege and responsibility. The question is, do you take it? And if you do, how do you carry it? That's the test. This test is not unique to paramedics. Humans do it every time we meet. It's primal, it's social, it's mostly unconscious. We signal, here's who I am, here's what I bring. And we ask, who are you and what do you bring? Can we share resources? But that's not so simple either. We are complex. We deceive, we dramatise, we inflate, we understate, we protect, and we deflect. And we do all this to survive the group, even as we depend on the group for survival. So we wrestle, we negotiate, and we wonder, how far will I go to belong? What's expected of me to fit in? And can I afford it? Power balances us internally and externally. When what we think and what we feel align, we're congruent and we're powerful. But incongruence sparks discomfort. The mind says one thing and the body whispers another. Others perceive the gap and they either challenge it or they step into it to restore the balance. In a crisis, those around transmit emotional signals, confidence, fear, urgency, and that affects how power flows between people. The person least tolerant of imbalance, they will act first, either stepping up or standing down. And that is the paradox of power. It is both push and pull. Reward motivates us, but discomfort drives us harder. We chase power to escape the discomfort. But once we get it, the returns may be meagre, status without satisfaction. We idolise high positions, then resent the people who hold them. Why? Because the methods, the journey, the right to hold power, those are always up for dispute. When thoughts and emotions are misaligned, stress floods in. Cortisol, norepinephrine, dopamine seeking. The internal Geiger counter starts clicking, chasing relief through achievement. But it doesn't measure quality of rewards, only the direction. This chase is never satisfied. That's by design. And that's why some leaders never stop, why ambition spirals, and why we love to hate them. Domination isn't power. Even world leaders holding nuclear codes know that those weapons aren't for use. They're for mutual threat, symbols of destruction that are held at arm's length. Their power is in codependence, holding each other hostage. Power is the elusive they continue to seek, searching with their internal Geiger counters, because just like looking for your keys, you stop looking when you've found them. Real power is quiet. It's autonomy. It's a stable internal compass, a locus of control forged through experience, choice, and consequences. It's a knowing, not a seeking. Power grows when you make decisions, endure the outcomes, and refine your understanding for the next time. The knowledge becomes the power. That power becomes your freedom. So if power feels elusive or like a rigged game, if your options seem hollow, if you keep searching but what you find doesn't satisfy, or you've completely resolved to never having any power, what if you've been looking in the wrong place? Maybe the keys weren't lost at all. Maybe they've been in your pocket the whole time. Are you brave enough to look? What will you do with them once you find them? What will you do with your time when you're no longer seeking? Those are the decisions that you need to make. See you in the next lesson.